there, this is Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. This is Woodland Stitching Studio, formerly known as Tammy's Crafty Life. This is a channel that these days is primarily about cross stitch, although sometimes I do throw in some other types of things. And today is a different kind of a video. Instead of showing you what I'm working on, I'm going to show you things that I have fully finished. The reason I'm doing this, because I have shown them all as I finished them in the past. The reason I'm doing this, there's a couple of reasons. One is I want to show a good supply of how you can finish things other than framing. Cross stitch, needlepoint, whatever. All these are cross stitch, but you can do the same thing with needlepoint or other kinds of stitchery. And I do have a couple of videos that I call Finish With Me. I don't call them tutorials, I call them Finish With Me, where I show you how I do some of these things. I'm going to make more, and if there are any that I don't have that you would like to see, please let me know. Leave a comment below, and I will see about getting them created. The other reason for this video is at the end of last year, I started a finishing business for needlework, and so I want to show you what I can do, what I have done. I have all of my own stuff here. I don't have the things that I either did for other people or that I've given away. So my goal is to put some pictures at the end showing some of the other things. And I'm going to show these to you kind of in categories. So I'm going to start with what I call wood finishes or hard finishes. I'm finishing them on something that is hard. A wood piece, or, well, I think these are pretty much all on wood, but yeah, so that's what I'm going to start with. And my first one is, the first group that I have are all pieces that were created by Shantel's 141 Designs for cross stitch. This first one is, well, I've had them all for a while. I have like 3 boxes of stuff from her unfinished in my storage to use when I decide to finish. Finishing on wood is my favorite way to finish for myself. I just like the way it looks. Her wood pieces all come unfinished, and you have to color them in some way. So the first one I'm going to show you, I have it turned backwards. That's annoying. Annoying. First one I'm going to show you. This is called, oh, I can't remember what this one's called. And what did I do with my little cards? This is a stand that was made for tiny towns, for heart and hand tiny towns. And what I have on it right now is Halloween Tiny Town. This one is my favorite because I stitched it on purple. So this is what it looks like. And the way this is made, this piece comes off, and you can buy extras of these, but also the way I finished it, this piece comes off and I can put another piece on. So that one was Halloween Tiny Town. This is Big Hearted Tiny Town. So I've got to get it. It's hard to do backwards. Get this there. Okay. Sorry, I'm being clumsy. Oh, I did the magnets different on this one, so I had to flip my board over. This is Big Hearted Tiny Town. It's stitched on a 16 count gray Ada, and I don't remember the name. And then the other one I have is get this on here the right way, is Christmas Tiny Town. This one is on a pale pink 32 count linen, and each of these is mounted on chipboard. There's fabric chipboard behind it, and then this is chipboard with some batting, and this lace that I absolutely love is from Hobby Lobby. This one has a cording and a covered button. The cording is from Hobby Lobby. And and Halloween just has a black cording. That's all I did with that one. So these were a lot of fun. I have one other tiny town to show you later. It has nothing to do with Shantel's finishes. So I feel like is that all I've stitched? I had all of them, but now there's new ones that are coming out. So I no longer have them all. So that is Tiny Towns and the display board that Shantel made for it. This next one is called Toil and Trouble, and my bow is kind of smushed because it's been packed away, but this is a Primrose Cottage Stitches piece. It is stitched on 14 count Ada in Stormy Gray by Fabric Flare, and then I did a messy bow at the top. This piece is from Shantel. This is what it looks like unfinished. I make cards and to keep in the back of my thing, so that's what that envelope is. And this piece is called a large faux palette display board. So it comes unfinished. This is a large size. This is 8 1/4 by 12 3/4. And this one is permanently attached. It does not come off. The next one I have is a little tiny one. This I think was from one of Shantel's ornament boxes. I don't know which one. The design is called Stitchy Pal's Cupcake, and this was designed by one of my Stitchy Pal friends of the group that I have. She designed this for our 1-year anniversary of meeting together. So this is what the display board looks like. And then one of the other Stitchy Pals dyed the Ada. It's kind of a gray color. And then she sent it to us as a kit. So with the fabric and the pattern. And then chose floss for each one of us. So my floss was purple. I painted this board purple. I used spray paint, added the bow and the butterflies. And it's 14 count Ada, and as I said, it was dyed by Christina. And then I added Rick Rack around the edges. So that's another way to finish. This one I have been stitching Well Hello There by Hands On Design, and I chose this board. It's a barn board from Shantel. It comes in 2 pieces. This is a separate piece, which makes it easier to paint. I did kind of a whitewash on here, and then I painted this a brown. It looks black, but it's brown. I put magnets on there, and I've only finished 3 months. So there's January. When I have all 12 months done, I'm going to go through and design something, create something that's going to go at the top. I'm not displaying this yet because I don't have them all done. So I have January and December. I think I might have February done, but it's not mounted, so in November. And I'll put this doesn't have a hanger on it. I don't know if I'll hang it on the wall because I can add a hanger, or I might put it on an easel because I think that would be cool. So that is the barn. I was going to look that up and I didn't. It's her barn. I'll look it up and put a link below. I don't know if everything that I have here is still available, but I'll check on that barn. I did check on this other one because I wanted to know the name. This is Christmas Letters by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And this board is spray painted green. I went through a couple of greens to find one that I like. This is a permanent mount, so I can't take it off. Has that same lace I used on one of the Tiny Towns that I love. And this one is stitched on 14 count Aida, and this is called Blue Classic Snowflakes by Fabric Flair. And snowflakes are kind of hard to see because I finished it pretty close around the edges, but I like this blue mottled fabric, and then I mounted it on chipboard that has a red print on it, and then put a bow at the top. This is what the board looks like. This board is called Tori from Shantel, and the board is approximately 6 3/4 by 10 3/4. So that was fun. I think that's all I have from Shantel, so let me pull out some more. I have 2 more that are from Shantel. This one is called an edge sitter or something like that. This was created to go with this pattern by Kathy of Hands-On Design. This is called Mad for Plaid, and this is a 3-dimensional little board with this tray in it, and I just added some greenery and one of these paper flowers that I had made previously because I thought the colors matched. And it's my intention, oops, lost on my greenery. It's my intention to stitch the other seasons of this. The pattern came with, I want to say 4 seasons, so this is put on with magnets. So far I only have this one. Again, came unfinished and I finished it, and this one you had to put all together. And Shantel has tutorials on how to put these things together on her website. And the last one that is from her that I forgot about is this box, which I showed recently. This is also from a collaboration with Hands-On Design, and it was for this stitch called Enjoy the Stitch. Kathy's design is red because of the tomato. If you know me at all, you know I'm a purple person, hence the purple shirt. And inside I have this cute little pin pillow. Forgot that it was in a baggie, so I apologize for that. This is the little pillow. Hard to display these little guys. So that's the little pillow. And then I just covered some chipboard with fabric and a little bit of batting to make it soft. This also comes in pieces and you have to assemble it yourself. So this is Enjoy the Stitch by Hands-On Design, and then the matching box by 141 Design Company. The rest of these wood finishes I have to share with you are from pieces I've found other places. This one is a heart anger tree that I took a class at Acorns and Threads. My friend Kathy taught this class, and it took me a long time. It took me a year to finish it because it's on dark green fabric and I had other things that I was working on and I kept procrastinating. But this is my heart anger tree. This is on a piece from Hobby Lobby. It looks like a Hobby Lobby label. And I never buy wood full price at Hobby Lobby. I always wait till it's on sale. This is home decor, so I would have waited for home decor to be on sale. It came like this, and I added a crackle finish to it, and then added my heart anger tree. So this one is a lot of fun. I really like it. This is stitched on 25 count Lugana. This next one is in a shadow box, and it was a mystery stitch along by Shannon Christine. It's stitched on 18 count khaki Aida that I got from Amazon, and I had a lot of fun putting this one together. I really had a lot of fun stitching it too. It came in parts. If you can see the frame, inside each frame was a different part, and then I put it in a shadow box so I could add some fun things. There's these little scissors. I got these, I think, on Amazon. This tiny little hoop. They have those at Hobby Lobby. And then, I don't know if you can see it, right in there, there's a 2023 charm, which is covering up a boo-boo that I made in that border. But I just loved stitching this. So this is Cross Stitcher's Paradise. And this is a shadow box, 10 by 10, I want to say. I should have measured it, sorry. Yeah, 10 by 10 shadow box, and the stitch is 8 by 8. So it gives a 1-inch border all the way around it. I see if I can't do it straight on, but so that is one. Next I have a Stony Creek. This is a board from Joann's, and I painted it. So this is what it looks like on the back. The board itself looks like a stretched canvas, but it's wood. So I painted it this pretty blue. Just spray, I didn't spray paint it. I used acrylic paint because I've got brush marks on the back, and then I put a sealer on the front to make it shiny. So this is called Welcome Home. This was in a Stony Creek magazine. I didn't put down which one, but I stitched it in 21 and finished it in 22 and had fun finishing it. And there again is some of that fun lace from Hobby Lobby. And this has, it's hard to see it in the video, but this is pom-pom trim and then a little bow at the bottom. I love Stony Creek designs. They are so much fun to stitch. The only part that isn't fun is all the back stitching, but it adds so much. This one is Cat Sleeve Paw Prints by My Big Toe Designs. It's the same finishing board as the Welcome Home that I just showed you, but I did it different. So this is stitched on 14 count Aida that I dyed myself, and the finishing on the board, I painted the edges of the board black. That's what the board looks like unfinished. And then Jessica, Sweetwater Stitcher, had a tutorial. Well, I finished this in 2022, so that must have been when her tutorial was, about how to put fabric, and it's kind of hard to tell that this is fabric. How to put fabric on a board using Mod Podge. And I really like the way this turned out. And again, I'm a little bit obsessed. I need to find some different lace, huh? I keep using the same lace over and over. I've also used this same lace in scrapbooks that I created. So that one is Cat Sleeve Paw Prints by My Big Toe Designs. This one is more recent. You've seen it recently. This is Pass the Pie by Sweet Wing Studio. It is stitched on 32 count French Country Mocha linen. This was an exclusive pattern that you could only get, I can't remember what shop it was from. You could only get it from a shop in the East Coast somewhere. And so I bought it. I actually bought the kit. And this is finished on a cutting board from Hobby Lobby. These came in a set of 3. This is the biggest set, or the biggest one of the set. And they came in a little stand. They're very expensive, I thought. So I waited till they were 70% off, 70 or 75% off, and got them for a really good price. And there's that lace again. I gotta find new lace. But this is Pass the Pie by Sweet Wing Studio. This was fun to stitch. I really enjoyed it. And this also, this could hang on the wall if you want, because there's a little hole up here. It could sit in an easel, or it could just lean somewhere, because it doesn't have an actual hanger on it. So that one was fun. And this last one of this section, this is Forever in Peace, also by Sweet Wing Studio. It's stitched on a 14 count Aida that I got off of Amazon. That is, they had these pieces that are kind of modeled, and they go from blue to purplish back to blue. This one's all blue, and I bought them years ago. This was one of my projects for the 2022 12 by 12 New Year's Eve, so it's one of the ones I started that day, and I didn't finish it. Well, I finished it in February of 2023. I didn't fully finish it until November because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So this is a different kind of a board. Joann's unfinished wood. I don't remember where. And I spray painted it. You can see I made a mess on the back. So I spray painted the board with red. And then I created it because it has an inset. So I cut a piece of chipboard to fit in here and then found a fabric to go with it. And I really, really like this finish. This is Rick Rack around the edges. So this is Forever in Peace by Sweet Wing Studio. I don't know if I used the called for colors. I changed only the brown color, it looks like. The tannish brownish color. This also was lots of fun to stitch. Each of these bands is a different design, and I just really enjoyed stitching this. So that one is Forever in Peace by Sweet Wing Studio. And I feel like I should have more. I'm going to have to figure out where they are. Probably because I give away a lot. I've done a bunch of them for other people. So I think that's why I think I should have more. So the next section is going to be things that are not finished on wood. Now I have a huge mess in front of me. These things are things that are, I call them three-dimensional. Fun, different ways to finish things. I found this bread box at Michael's one day. I don't know even what section it was in, but it is a bread box. It has a lid that comes off. It's full of Christmas cards right now. And I decided that it would be perfect to mount a finish on. It's a metal box, so you can put magnets on the finish. So this is what I have on it. This is Welcome Autumn by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I need to stitch the rest of the seasons so I can put them on here, but right now I just have this one. So that was a fun finish, and it's got storage in it, so I can store my pieces in there, and as I said, I have Christmas cards in there. Another fun thing that I did was Heart in Hand came to my local needle workshop and did a class, and she designed this little thankful town just for us for the class. This is it. And I got this little box from Hobby Lobby. I put fabric inside. I mounted the little town on chipboard with foam core, and then on fabric with chipboard to fit on the inset in this box. And I really liked this cord, but this cord is kind of metallic, and when I cut it, the ends went, it was awful. So I covered it with that little leaf where the ends are. So that's Thankful Town. I don't know if she's ever released this pattern to the public. It was an exclusive at the time. Another fun thing I found at Hobby Lobby was this. Oh, it's got scrapbook paper on it. You can't see it. It's a little easel, and it had an oval thing in the middle that said something about coffee. I don't even drink coffee, but I liked this. So this is what I put on it. This is by Robin Pickens. It's called Happy Fall Acorn. And I just thought this was a fun little piece. I didn't put this on with magnets. Now I kind of wish I had. But I can go get another one of these. I waited till it was on sale. But I can get another one and actually do magnets instead of permanent. Or I also could put something else on the back, because it could be just turned around. I had the oval thing that was on it was three-dimensional, and I took it off and it made an ugly mess, and it was bigger than this stitched piece, so I covered it with scrapbook paper and used the other side. So that's Happy Fall Acorn by Robin Pickens. I found this really cool scoop at Hobby Lobby. It's for the kitchen. And this is Bumblebee Kisses by Primrose Cottage. And I put it in there. And I was going to do it this way and figure out how to hang it. But this has a really big base, and it will stand up on its own. So I liked that it could stand up by itself. This is from the spring shop. It was $13.99, but I got it for, at the very least, half price, or at the very most half price. But spring goes on sale for a really good price, so I don't remember how much I paid for it. And I don't even know why my thing is still on here. That's kind of silly. One more Hobby Lobby piece. This is my favorite of all the ones that I've done. I love these little trunks, and this trunk comes in all different sizes. I have a little tiny one that I haven't figured out what to do with yet, but it's about this big. But this one was the perfect size for the stitch that I did. This is a shepherd's bush pattern called Stitch, and it's made to either stitch small, this is 32 count linen, or to stitch it big with pearl cotton on the Mad for Plaid bags that Fat Quarter Shop sells. So that's, I did a little extra. I stitched that little bee skip and made a pin cushion in there. And I changed the colors to purple because it wasn't purple. So this is like one of my favorite things I've ever done. And I take it to classes. It's got the cute little handle on it. It was $13.99. It's in table decor. So when table decor goes on sale, you can do that. I'm out of places to set things. Another finish that's a fun finish. This is A Year of Celebrations by Hands On Design. And now that I'm looking at this stuff, yeah, I am missing some finishes, different kinds of finishes to show you. So I finished this as a little flat finish with felt on the back. And then Kathy has a tutorial to make this little clipboard. So I made the clipboard, and the reason for this burlap on the top is that you do this. And I have another, that's crooked. I have another idea for these. I've only stitched, finished one other of the months. But I have another idea, so this might be changing. And I'll use this little clipboard for something else. So that is A Year of Celebrations by Hands On Design. Here is, oh, there they are. Sorry. This one is just a flat finish. This was by Little Stitch Girl, Proud to Be an American. They didn't have a name. It's a book. They weren't named, so I'm just saying this is number 2. Proud to Be an American. And it's a round flat. And then these are cute little wooden tags. Sorry for the crinkling. I took a class from at Acorns and Threads from Franny Ritter. And she designed these cute little tags on perforated paper. So we stitched them. I stitched them all before the class, and then she just was showing us how to do the finishing. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoy stitching on perforated paper. And one more wood thing that was hiding. This is a tag from Hobby Lobby in the wall decor. It was $7.99. This pattern is Strawberry House. This is a freebie that was in another pattern from Primrose Cottage, and this is how I finished it. Tiny. This board comes like this, and then I added this, put Rick Rack on it. I just thought the house was adorable. I didn't even really like the other stitch. I don't remember what it is, but I didn't care for it. But I did like this little tiny house. I have these other 3 that are all finished the same way. This is Love Family Home by Country Cottage Needleworks, I want to say. And this is stitched on that same khaki Ada that something else was stitched on. Can't remember what. Khaki Ada. Yeah, I can't remember. This is a block finish. So this has got styrofoam, or not styrofoam, it's got foam core board inside. And I really like finishing this way. And then this is Deck the Halls by Primrose Cottage. Also a block finish. This one has some pins on top from Just Another Button Company. Aren't those fun? This is a really fun way to finish. The only thing I don't like about it is it really doesn't have any weight because it's made with foam core board. And the last one is Red Barn, also by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is the first one. No, it's not the first one. And I've done these for other people too. So this got this fun pom-pom trim, and that's what the back looks like. So now I'm done. I don't have any more hiding anywhere. I don't think. I'll probably find some after I'm done. Anyway, here are 3 more things that are kind of random. Found them when I was putting things away. This is Founding Promises by Silver Creek Samplers. I love this. Love, love, love this. Don't know where my card is that says what it's stitched on. It's a 16 count Aida. And this is a flat fold. So it stands up. And it's got chenille around the edges and fun red fabric on the back. This was a lot of fun to stitch, and I did it really fast. This is called Came the Spring, and this is by Hands On Design. This is a little mattress finish. Mine is kind of fat. So you stitch the top, and you stitch this band around the edges. It says, Came the Spring in all its splendor. And then you finish this as a mattress finish. The pattern came with this little piece of wool, and then it also came with this pattern to make this cute little scissor fob. So that was fun. And then the last one that I just found of this 3, this is another ornament by Shantel in one of her ornament boxes. And this is a Luminous Fiber Arts. It's just called Joy. It's a free pattern on her website, I think is where I got it. And this is stitched with Evil Queen by Bestitch Me, Evil Queen Silk. It's a variegated silk on a lavender even weave, Lugana I think it is. And then I put gold cording around it and a gold bow. This is maybe the same gold cording that I put on the Thankful Town. So that was those 3. This next section is a bunch of random things that I found. They're 3D things also. I told you I had another tiny town, and this is my honey of a tiny town. This is on a spool by Pete's Bee Skips on Etsy. And I'm not happy with this. I need to change this, but I really love this. I'll take it off and show you I love this tiny town. Honey of a Tiny Town. I changed the colors because I change the colors in many things. That's just who I am. This was my first drum. My Stitchy pals wanted to know how to make a drum. So I stitched this up and made it into a drum. This is called In the Garden or In My Garden, something like that, from Doreen Jones, and it's a set of 3 or 4. And I stitched that one. Love this little thing. And then I made the body crazy quilting. So there's decorative stitches all around there. And I used these, I got these prints at Craft Warehouse. They came in a bundle. Can't remember what they're called, but and then that's my bottom. So that's my first drum. My second drum, I actually used this one when I taught the class when we had our retreat last May. This is Jeanette Douglas, and it's called Acorn ABC, Acorn ABC or something like that. And this is from Lady Dot Creates. I think it's called Onion Skin. It's the velvet or velour or whatever. So this is a cute little drum. My first strawberry. I did a finish with me when I made this strawberry. Strawberries are fun to do, very easy to finish, and then the tops are fun to decorate. This is an Erica Michaels. It's called Woodland Berry. There's 3. The pattern has 3 different designs in it. My first biscornu. This is Tiny Modernist Koala. With the fun buttons. Fun buttons. I love the shape, but most biscornu or biscornu, I don't know the right way to say it, most designs have you stitch the same thing 4 times. I really liked this little koala. If I can get him right side up. The first time I stitched him, I thought he was adorable. But by the 4th time, I was tired of this little guy. So, might be fun to get some friends. Find 3 friends who like 4 biscornu patterns, the same ones that you do. And each of you stitch the motif on there once and then trade it. And then when you're done, you all have 4 biscornus. This I made for the retreat I just mentioned with our Stitchy Pals. This was my, we all made little gifts for each other. This was my gift for them. This is a salt shaker. And it's a square salt shaker. I took parts from different tiny towns. This house didn't fit on there, so I made it narrower. And I stitched the house. I dyed the fabric. It's light purplish. I had to make 9 of these, and I stitched each one in the lady's favorite color. And then I made counting pins to match each one. So that's a fun little way to finish things, and it's a nice little gift thing. It would be really fun for a smalls exchange. And then these 2 patterns are both from my friend Tina, who is one of the Stitchy Pals. Dog hair up here. When we were planning our retreat, sorry, my mouth isn't working right. She created this design for us, and it was a surprise. It was a class for them to learn how to do a flat fold, and I taught the class. I did a flat fold class and a drum class. So she created this design, sent it to me, and I finished it. And I finished it in a flat fold. She sent me the fabric also, which perfectly matched the colors she chose. And then while we were there, everybody stitched them, although I stitched mine before I went. But then we passed them around, and everybody stitched our initials on them. So that's what all the initials are around the edges. So this is a flat fold, and I made the cording, and I showed them how to make cording. And this was fun. And then later, I don't know, months later, Tina charted this cute little bee. So I stitched him up and put him on a button cover and put him on a vintage spool. I have a bunch of vintage spools from my grandmother. So I thought he was cute on there. This is actually a needle minder. Find a needle. It's got a magnet in it, so you can see that goes on there just fine. And the other thing you can do is just use fabric. This is some fun fabric I had. This is a bigger spool. It also has a magnet inside. This little spool, this size button cover, fit perfectly over the top of the spool. This one, it's like the same diameter, so it couldn't fit down over it. It had to just like rest on top, but it's still cute. And this one didn't. This one had this thread on it, and I left it there. I think it's silk. The others didn't have any thread on them. This is the... So I don't know what... I have a bunch of these spools. I don't know what else I'm going to do with them. And the last thing is I attended the Jingle Ball in December. And hello from Liz Matthews. Liz designed this and showed us how to finish in this little wreath design. So this is something very easy. These wreaths are very easy to make, and you just stitch a little banner. So that's it for this section. I've been a crafter for 40 plus years. My mom and I used to do holiday bazaars, and I made all kinds of fun stuffed things that I sold. I'm hoping I can find my book. I had pictures of all those in a book, in a photo album. I'm not sure where it is, but I'm hoping to find that soon. So I want my finishing business to be a service to help you. If you can do them, finish them on your own, that's great. I want to help the people who can't, who don't have the ability or just don't want to finish on their own. That's why I started this, because I like to help people, and that's one way I want to help people. So if you have questions about finishing, let me know. If you want me to finish anything for you, let me know. Right now via email. I'm going to create a Google form, but I haven't gotten there yet. So right now it would be contact me via email, and then we can talk on the phone. And I think I said at the beginning, if there's anything you would like to see a how-to video on, I call them Finish With Me. Let me know, and I will film as I finish something. So that is it for now. I really appreciate you watching. I hope you liked all the stuff that you saw and that you'll come back. And my next video should be a normal stitching video. I've been stitching on some fun things, and I wish I had more time to stitch, because I want to stitch on everything all at once, and we can't. There's only so many hours in a day. But yeah, so my next video will be a normal stitching video. So that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching, and happy stitching.